Oh my goodness, they're all in here.
You want some coffee?
I do.
Let's go get some. I'm gonna take a break.
So that was fun last night. I think we ended the last video with tractor kind of stuck down here, but I don't think it's going to be anything too major, and I'll kind of tell you about it. So where I come off of the hill, there was like a step just from erosion and whatnot, and that step happened to be higher than the tractor can lift the bush hog. So when I came over it, the bush hog wedged up on the top of the hill, and the tires aren't touching the ground enough to get traction. They look like they're on the ground, but there's no weight there. There's no meat that they're catching. So we're just gonna put a log in here and see if we can't pop it out real quick. But you kind of see right there. So my tire, well, there's mud from the rain last night that's caked up around that tire. But that tire was not touching the ground. This rain, you just see it just washes and washes. So we got to work on though. And you see this tire here is just kind of, it's touching the sand now, so it sank a little bit. But still, that's so embedded in the ground, I'm not going to get it. But I think this is the side that we're going to want to use. I'm sure you've seen this on other channels if you watch them. But what I'm going to do, this is an old trick. I'm going to go cut me a log that's about this tall on me. And we're going to fix it to this tire, so that when this tire spins to a certain level, it's going to get a little bit of dig into the ground, and it's just going to pull me forward. So I found one in here in the woods, and let's see maybe if the camera catches it coming over. I left the handle on it. We're going to cut that off now. And just for a little clarity, I could have had Jennifer come down with the truck and help me just pull it out. But, you know, I thought this would be fun to show because you don't always have somebody that can help you. You'll find yourself out, you know, more times alone than not. Now, I'm not saying this is the easiest, especially when you're an old man, but we're going to get it. Now, if we have one of them big tractors, this would be a whole lot easier. But we don't. And some tractors have bigger spaces in their wheel wells. We're going to take my gloves off so I can feel better. Cut the tip of my finger off and it's healing pretty good. So most people use a chain. I wanted to, I just don't have the room to do that, so. But anyways, the principle's pretty simple. We're just gonna put this log right here. and we're either gonna snap the shit out of this or it's just gonna happen. I said we were going to break this strap. We didn't spin too many times, I hope, because we're going to see if anything spun around the axle. And we'll have to get that. And like I say, it'd have been easier for me just to get Jennifer down here and help me with the truck. Oh yeah, that strap's no good. No part of that strap's any good, so we'll put that in the pile for garbage. So as you can see, like I say, our strap is no good. But these are just those $4 or $5 straps you get at Home Depot anyways. And nothing twisted. Now we can cut that log up, that's oak, so we can turn that into firewood for the winter. I have to say these straps did pretty good though, because I mean, I can't imagine how many pounds of pressure that was. That was probably several hundred, if not more than 1,000. So this seemed to do the job. And if you need to try that, you know, like I say, this is a last minute resort. I will say, do not try this at home. For me, this was kind of just to demonstrate something. If you are like at your wit's end and you have no other way to do this. All right, so this right here, what we did, you can see our strap's a little janked up here, cut in a couple different places. But for what we needed to have done, what it did, ideal. If you're in a similar situation, I recommend getting your vehicle, having another person, just, you know, practice safety. If you're by yourself and you're in the woods, the safest way to do this is what we just did to get out. I'm still just being thankful for all the breaks and the rain that we have. We're going to do our best to get a little something happening here, you know, growth-wise. There's all these things going around about, you know, some, I guess, some major issues that could be headed our way. So, potatoes are never a bad thing to have. I have a small bag of seed potatoes I picked up at Tractor Supply. And we're going to go ahead and try and get these seed potatoes in the ground, but we're going to make a tower. So from our blackberries, we came down about 6 feet here, and we're going to do this. Proper gloves, of course, first. Well, one of these rain showers go through, and it gets so muggy. But we'll be coming and getting this all kind of cleaned up some. And getting more of these weeds down. It's looking really good. It's open. Still a lot of bugs, but not as bad. Not as bad as it was. So one of the first things we have to do is we have to get this stake in the ground. The purpose of this stake is when we make our cage, we're gonna zip tie it, kind of hold it in place. Well, you remember one of the other episodes, my little tool shed flipped over, we got everything wet. All of my tools look like this, just rusted now. But it's one of those situations, you got to make the best of it, and that's what we're doing. So for this type of a setup, we need some wire fencing. This is coated welded wire fence. And I could have done the math to figure out what I need to have like a 2.5 to 3 foot diameter. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to kind of do it the old-fashioned way. So yeah, that's pretty good right there. Once you find where you're going to make your cut, a pair of pliers like this work great. All we're going to do, let's see, oh yeah, it has the ends on there. So we're going to come down here and we're going to, well, they were sharper when they weren't all rusted. So we're going to fight this all the way down. The mosquitoes are something fierce out here tonight. Had to try and spray this weekend. And ultimately, we're going to have 3 of these cages over here with a couple things growing in them. We're going to make this one for sure on camera. Other ones I'm probably not going to do on camera, but we'll have them up here this weekend. In Alabama, we're at June, and in Zone 8, which they've changed our zone to 8A where I live, we can still plant everything you plant in April. We can still plant. We didn't have this bad of a mosquito problem until they started making some of these developments and more people moving in around here. Pliers aren't so rusty. Every time you snip this like I'm doing, it'll just cut and break through it. And it could be that this fence is a little softer than other fence. That might be it. The other one's going to go a few feet down from this, but we're going to have 3 cages across here. There's no sunlight where we're at right now. However, this area gets about 7 hours of sunlight a day right now, which is more than enough to grow what we need to grow. I wish we got more, and as we shed some of these trees out, we'll probably open it up a bit. So once we've done that, what we want to do, we're going to pull in, and we're going to pull this together. We're just going to wrap this wire, these cut ends, we're just going to wrap it into little squares. I don't know if I'll need these pliers or not, I doubt it. Yeah, it won't be all mosquito eat up tonight. We may get some pyrethrin and spray it this weekend. I should still have some. I kept it out of sunlight, so it's got to still be effective. But this takes a minute. Heck, these bugs, man. All right, once this is together, we're going to bring it right here. I'm going to try and round it out just a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfectly round. and then a good zip tie. All right, so now we have a stake to hold it up. It's not going anywhere. We'll put this other stake on this side so that we can be confident it's in good shape, and we'll start getting some stuff to fill this. I think first I might find some cardboard to put down there. All right, we're going to just use a pizza box on the bottom here. I don't know how much I have. I want to show you guys something though. This product here is called Repel, and this product here is called Repel. This is DEET free. Now DEET, it makes my skin turn red and I burn. This does sting a little at times, but I'm telling you, this does an amazing job of keeping the bugs away. I don't like to spray my face, but I'll spray my hat, back of my neck. Ooh, man, there was a cut there, though. Snap. And yeah, anywhere you do have a cut or a sore, you'll know it. It does sting, but again, it's temporary, lasts a few minutes. It's not agonizing. And for the relief you get from mosquitoes, woo! This right here is the official mosquito deterrent for Paracrypt. This part right here is not mandatory. I'm doing it simply because I think it will help me with the weeds in this area. I don't want to deal with weeds coming through the sides on this. So we're just going to get this pizza box in here. Oh yeah, that's going to be perfect. It'll cover just enough. So we just kind of put us a pizza box in here. We have this going. We're going to drive another stake in. This one doesn't have to go in quite as far, but we're going to get it in as far as it'll go. I didn't bring a sweat rag. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to take tonight, though. May finish this up tomorrow morning. All right, 2 stakes. We're holding this up nice. So the next step that we have to do is get some straw to put at the bottom, put a little bit of dirt, some seed potatoes, and then we put more straw. And we keep doing that in layers, kind of like a lasagna, until we run out of seed potatoes. Okay, so we're gonna need a couple of these. Now, one of the things you want to do is this filler type stuff. You want to kind of get it up closer to the edge. Like I say, some's coming out. This isn't pure straw. A lot of people just use straw. I'm just using what I have on, around chickens. Old bedding. All right, let's go get some dirt. So we have that good. That's probably about a 5 or 6 inch layer. So nothing too fancy. Now these seed potatoes are going bad. Oh, that sucks. So we're not gonna cut them up. Normally I would cut these into pieces. Not this one. This one here is just going in as is. And that sucks, but it's what we're doing. We should get 2 rows anyways. Now you need them to be a little closer, you know, to the edge, not sticking out though. My goodness, Jay. It's kind of hard when you're trying to get into a place and you're not good and you're fat. I used to do this type of growth years and years ago when I lived in North Carolina in the Charlotte area. It was, you know, that was city and it was easy to grow and a lot of potatoes in a small space. So let me go get some one loaded dirt and we'll cover those and we'll get some more straw on top. So you see we have like our little lasagna going, and even though that's dirt there, it still has a lot of straw mixed in with it. So let's go get some pine needles. And we'll probably let that little bit go tonight. Come back tomorrow and do some more. Well, we got just a little wee bit of gas in here. That's it. So we'll cut this right here and then we're going to take a break because I'm starting to sweat. And I don't like to wear white that much because, well, when you sweat in white, you kind of see through it. So we'll probably go let this shirt dry and then we'll come back out. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stumps and stuff in here, so it's probably best that we did this. We'll finish getting this little corner and maybe we'll have enough gas. Otherwise, we'll be back. Well, we don't have much more for this little corner. Might as well just try and knock it out. Whew. Well, we still have just a little bit of gas, about right there. About a tablespoon in there, looks like. Whew. Working between the showers. Well, hello there, Karen. Yeah, Karen comes by to say hi. Yeah, I'm gonna get it all cut out and cleared for you, Karen.